I'm back. Yes, I am back. The king is here. Mr. Chilaki's on deck. He's back. As I chew my invisible gum. For those of you that don't know, I took a few days and I went to Gatlinburg with a couple of friends. It was lovely. Let me show y'all a picture of them. Somewhere in my phone. Let me see. How are y'all doing? I hope y'all doing okay. This one pic of us just walking. I know you don't see that face. It's just us just walking in the good old Gatlinburg. Terrell, Lena, Juan, Jalen, Jeffrey, and myself. Okay, this is all of us together as a family. Let me see. Thought I just had it. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Very cute. On the floor is Jalen. To the left of him, right here is Emil. And then the other girl is Lena in the middle. And right beside her with the jean jacket on is John, our new friend. And right beside him is Jeffrey with the gray hoodie. And then right there in the middle is Terrell. And then in the back with the hair, that's Juan. Y'all seen Juan plenty of times. And then my ignorant ass is over here on the end. Hold on. Glad there's no new photos. Yeah. My ass is over here on the end because I was trying to give Charlie Angels. Charlie doesn't need, So yeah, I was trying to give it to the people. Oh yeah. Anyway, shouts out to all of them. We had a ball, love them to pieces. Gatlinburg was lovely. It really was. But now, it's back to business. Hey, here we go. Let me play this video for y'all. I'm sure y'all have seen it before. But Omarion, child, he done broke his silence, child. I'm just going to play a little bit of this is what he had to say. I don't own the rights to this. He did this video by Vlad. And here we go, child. Hot mess.
Right, and Fizz is also on the show.
Yes.
At the time. And I remember your first scene was you and him, I think, hanging out in a barbershop or something like that.
Yeah.
Kicking it and so forth.
Yeah.
And it seems like you and Omarion are close.
Yeah, that's my boy.
And what about the other members?
And Boog, yeah, me and him are real close too.
So, you do the show for 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. You and Apryl end up having 2 children together.
Yes. Beautiful children.
Beautiful kids, by the way.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
I think just
the little boy is
I would really chalk it up to that. Miscommunication. Yeah.
Okay. You fast forward to 2019, and now you have Lil Fizz and Apryl are a thing on social media.
Right.
And the optics are just crazy from the outside looking in. If I were to compare it to anything, it would be like, you look at your phone and you have, Takeoff cuddling with Cardi B.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
How did you feel about it?
I don't feel no ways. I don't feel any way about
Lies.
it. I think that if they're happy, then they should be happy. You know what I'm saying? I think they, I think they should change the narrative, though, because what they're doing. Well, first of all, let me just say, you know, she's still the mother of my children. So, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, or I should say that when something affects her, it affects my kids, and that affects me. That affects me, my kids. But what she does is, you know, live your life. You know what I mean? Live your life. I think people should do whatever makes them happy. I think they should change the narrative, though. You know, because if it's their so-called happiness, then I shouldn't be a part of it. You know, so.
Right. When the video came out of him, you know, like the somewhat explicit video of both of them came out, did you just sort of shake your head like?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Do you know the video I'm referring to?
No.
The video of him like playing with her butt. Like,
oh, okay. I guess that's what couples do.
Yep.
Shitty hands.
Well, and then I remember there was a post that he did on, I think, Instagram where he goes like, you know, wait, I've been waiting my turn or something like that.
Right. Man.
I mean, do you see how crazy this looks from the outside looking in?
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
No, I completely understand.
Okay. Well, Fizz said that the two of you just have a working relationship. Is that a fair assessment?
I guess so. Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, would you say that you guys are friends?
Well, this is what I would say. What I would say is that what we established as kids, you know, the B2K brand coming back in, you know, 15 years later and coming back, you know, this year to have the biggest tour, one of the biggest tours of the year. You know, there's nothing that can touch that. That's history in itself. Now, if we're like just speaking personally, I don't think that those things, I don't think that matters. I don't think it matters. You know what I'm saying? We were able to really give the fans what they wanted for so many years. And I think that is like, that's what's up right there. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter professionally, business-wise, he's right. But it definitely does matter personally. Omarion, he's very professional. I can appreciate that. He's very unbothered. I can appreciate that even more. But he can say whatever he want to say. This thing definitely affects him, and because it would affect anybody. Your bandmate is now in a relationship with your baby mother, and y'all still going on tour together, doing all this kind of stuff. And it's messy. It's too much. It's too many people involved. It's messy. I wish that Moniece would take the same approach that Omarion would take and just act unbothered and just let things play out as they do, and do your things behind the scenes, darling. Do your shadiness behind the scenes. Because I could be wrong, but I don't think this is going to last, you guys. I really don't, because the foundation is rooted in pettiness and revenge. To be honest, they both can't stand Omarion, and so two people that have one person in common that they can't stand, they done got together. You know, I'm not saying there's no love there at all. I'm sure there is, but the love is tainted already. You know, it was tainted from the start. So, you know, we just gonna be watching it and hoping and praying and seeing. They're talking a lot of crap, especially Apryl running her mouth. She thinks everybody's jealous and all this kind of stuff. Okay, sis. When this crumbles, don't think that you're gonna have any friends left. That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry about the long introduction, y'all, but yeah, I just wanted to play that. Like I said, I don't own the rights to that. Don't come after me. I ain't got no damn money. Now, Love and Hip Hop, finally. You know what? I actually like Brittany B when she is with other people. I actually love when Brittany B is with Yo-Yo and Apple Watts. I actually love it. I think that Apple Watts is a total gutters night, but Apple Watts is totally like likable, and you know, I just want to hug Apple Watts. I really do. You know, Brittany B not so much, but like I said, I like Brittany B when she's with somebody like a Yo-Yo who just radiates love and maturity and positivity. So they meet up, Yo-Yo, Apple Watts, and Brittany B. You know, Yo-Yo's daughter, she is pregnant. She actually had the baby. Congratulations, the little boy, super cute. I believe he has hazel eyes or gray eyes. Whatever color Yo-Yo eyes are, that's what color the baby's eyes are. It looks like from the photo. So a beautiful, beautiful little baby. I love it. So anyway, they met up and was talking. You know, they started dancing. Yo-Yo, she's coming up on her 30th anniversary of being in the rap game, in the music industry. She's actually coming out with a new album, and on I believe her leading single, Brittany B, is featured on it. They tried to get Apple Watts to be featured on it, but Apple was off doing whatever, you know, I don't know. I guess scrubbing that ass across the floor. Y'all know how Apple be moving that thing across the floor. Very talented girl she is, but she just need to channel her talent and get it organized and get it to the point where it's actually acceptable, darling. Because you know you can't just be bouncing your ass up and down, you know, at the corporate office, darling. It's just, although secretly everybody's gonna love it, especially the man. It's just not appropriate. Just going up and down the hall. You know, I don't know. But God bless. Okay, let me see. Zell swag, child. Anything else minor that happened in this episode? No, I think everything was featured around this. Okay, so Zell swag, he has his clothing line. He did a launch for his clothing line and also his EP. I was never really the biggest fan of Zell. But this season I'm definitely seeing, you know, as the episodes go by, I am seeing more and more similarities in Zell that are in myself, that are in people that I know, and you know, I can appreciate that. And I really, really am, you know, proud of Zell for creating his storyline. Although I do think he's still quite messy, and Paris is the worst one. Actually, I think Paris is worse than Zell, because Zell actually has a heart, and Zell actually has tried to get better, and I feel like he has gotten better in ways. But Paris, you can tell she just wants to stay the same, or just can't grow for whatever reason. She's a very childish person, Paris. And I think at some point, Zell is going to realize that Paris is kind of bringing him down a little bit. But anyway, that's a different subject for a different time when it actually happens. But mark my words, darling. Shalaki said it first. Whenever that downfall of Zell and Paris friendship happens, remember, Shalaki said it first, darlings. So, yeah, so he had a clothing line launch. We actually see Mr. Ray looking swollen as ever, darling. I don't know what's going on with Mr. Ray. It's like he can't, I don't know. It's just a lot going on here in this area, which is not good, you know, like, you know, breathing wise and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, he ended up bringing Trish, who nobody likes. Y'all know Trish was with Mickey Monday, mouse voice girl, funny looking girl, bloated. You know, y'all know, the kind of women that some of y'all men's fantasize over. That's Trish. But anyway, I never knew that Mr. Ray and Trish was friends. They keep trying to incorporate Trish. We already exited her off the island a long time ago, but she's back, so whatever. You know, she has one of those big stupid booties. You know, like the rest of them, child. And Look like they blew that thing up with a balloon. I say, Lord, this shit is it's ridiculous. The legs don't match, the thighs don't match. I don't know. So anyway, so she's there. I don't know what she had on. A lot of layers. I don't know what she had on. Mr. Ray's there. So we have the fashion show. We actually see Booby in the fashion show to support Zell. It's nice to see. And you know, Zell came out. Although, you know, like I said, I'm very proud of Zell, but everything is very much so the same, the exact same. A lot of folks had on the exact same outfit. And I get that's probably the signature, those symbol, like crystal, snowflake moments that are on his outfits. And they're pretty and I like them, but it was just, you know, it's just different colors, the same outfit. So I don't know. Maybe he's trying to expand, or maybe this is just a soft opening. I don't know. But, you know, he just needs more variety. That's all I'm going to say. But as a whole, I am very, very proud of him. Not the easiest thing to do. And he used all of his money, I heard. So, congrats to Zell. Swag for real. Let me take a water break. So anyway, all right. So anyway, A1 ended up showing up with Lyrica. You know, it was cute. It was nice. So anyway, Zell gets on the mic, and we see Trish talking to this dude behind. She's just like, "What's your problem? I'm a woman. You don't touch me, yada yada." Zell Swag was just like, "Oh, okay, wait a minute. Like, I'm talking. Like, hold on. Like, this is my show. Remember?" She's just like, "No, you're right. You're right. You're right." So then she says it again, and so then all of a sudden we see A1 was just like, "Oh, you know, like, chill out. What's wrong with you?" And then Trish starts arguing with A1. Then Lyrica started arguing with Trish. It was just a hot mess. According to Trish, some guy was trying to like touch on her butt or you know, touch her inappropriately, whatever. And I can't stand when dudes do that. You know, when they, you know, it's just keep your hands off people, child. I'm sorry, like straight dudes, you can't have every girl. You just can't. All girls ain't gonna be cool with you, like trying to feel on them and all this stuff, like for real. Now, mind you, I'm only speaking if it actually happened, and you know, I actually don't like Trish, so you know, I don't know. We didn't see anything, so we can't say whether it happened or happened. But dude, you wrong for that if you was touching all on that girl, and Trish, you're a trash box if you were lying just to get camera time. So we don't know. But yeah. So it got pretty ugly. She ended up walking out. Then all of a sudden we see Mr. Ray follow behind her because he brought her. That's her company. And so here we go, Pear. She's sitting there. Why did Mr. Ray even bring her? Who even knows her? Like, Mr. Ray's messy. Why is Mr. Ray even here? Because him and Zell are in a better place. That's why he's there. It's like Paris wants people to argue and fight. It's like Paris don't want people to grow up and forgive people and move on. It's like she just wants to stay beefing with somebody forever. It's just like, girl, who has that kind of time, darling? I'm just like, girl, I wish Paris finds something to do and stop trying to act like she like men. I mean, really, girl, we know what it is. Nobody even cares. So anyway, let me see. So Zell gonna say to A1 and Lyrica, all of them sit around in the circle. So I'm like, yeah, the last time I seen Mr. Ray was he was saying that A1 is not the daddy of Ocean. It was just like, what you trying to say? He was like, yeah, you know, he was saying that you might not be the father of the little baby Ocean. I don't know what possessed Zell to say that in front of Lyrica and A1, but he said it. Long behold, child, Zell, Mr. Ray ended up walking back in the room, child. You know, he sat on the couch, and then Lyrica then was just like, did you say something about Ocean? She was like, what? It was just like, did you say that A1 might not be the father? And he was just like, what do you mean? It was just like, no, I heard it. Let me tell you what I said. Child, A1, well, what's the consequences of that, though? Before you know it, child, he done slapped Mr. Ray like he owed him money. His hat came flying back, whatever. So then all of a sudden, I forgot to mention Zell Swag's girlfriend. She's beautiful, by the way. Very fierce girl, fierce aesthetic. But anyway, she ended up getting into it with Trish, because Trish was getting into it with Zell Swag, and so then the girl ended up getting emotional and getting mad because A1 put his hands on Mr. Ray, and she said that she felt like because A1 is straight, and because Mr. Ray is gay, that he shouldn't have hit him or whatever about his thing. I will say this, and even Mr. Ray said this at the end of the episode. When everybody else was coming to A1 about Lyrica and about everything, from Rockstarr to K. Michelle to everybody, he did not have the same energy. Here's what I think happened. First of all, why is it? Why? You know the situation. You know what Lyrica and A1's going through. You know Zell. I'm talking to Zell. You know that A1 is doing backflips, doing whatever he can do to get back in Lyrica's good graces, just so he can get back in good with her, just so he can cheat again. But anyway, we already know that, right? Why is it the first thing to come to your mind? Why would you even say that, first of all? But anyway, you said it. Okay. But Mr. Ray need to stop running his mouth. After his hat flying way back by the cameras, he still was talking crap and spraying rumors. And I was just like, Lord. But what I was gonna say was, first of all, if you can't fight, stop talking shit. That's what I'll say. First of all. Second of all, I think that in that moment, Mr. Ray represented all the people that A1 was irritated with. He represented all the people that talk about him, talk about the relationship. He represented a lot in that moment, and I don't think that he saw Mr. Ray in that moment as a friend. He no longer saw him as a friend. He saw him as an enemy, as one of these folks that just sit back and talking crap on the internet, whatever. And so he used that as an opportunity to, like Apple said, Mr. Ray was an easy target. He knew that was someone that would, be less likely to hit him back or whatever. So he chose Mr. Ray in that moment. But yeah, I mean, I guess the difference is that A1 had to find out this information secondhand. At least with everybody else, they came to him directly with the mess. Even Jason Lee. So maybe you just got to come to A1 directly with it. I don't know. But it is easy to take out your anger on somebody that you know is not going to give you any kind of retaliation. So, that's how I feel about the situation. I do understand why he got mad, though. Completely, 100% understand why he got mad. I don't think it was worth all that, though. But, I mean, it happened, so, hell. Okay, so let me see. So Fizz, he came to Mickey Monday's video shoot for something, and Fizz talking about that he's producing this movie or something, and for a soundtrack, and he's gonna do the soundtrack and have other various artists on it and all this kind of stuff. I was just like, okay, child. He's gonna say that he's quite irritated with the whole B2K situation because the tour was such a successful tour that a lot of the promoters wanted to take the tour overseas. Omarion, he wasn't with that. He dropped out. He was just like, I don't want to be overseas with y'all. That's not gonna happen. And Fizz is feeling some kind of way about that. See, none of them can really do the show without Omarion. So y'all clowns pissing Omarion off is stupid, to say the least. Because what the rest of y'all gonna do? I mean, y'all can dance and do a little two-step. But really, the best dancer, besides Omarion, the best dancer in B2K is Raz-B. Raz-B is so, off. And J-Boog is, all he cares about is his money, child. Because, he got bills to pay. And Lil Fizz is off in love with the enemy. So, it's all a hot mess. The hottest of messes, darling. Shouts out to this. This is some good water. Anyway, I was just like, Lord, but are you surprised, Fizz, that Omarion, after finding out that you're sleeping with his baby mother, that he don't want to do the tour and be with y'all even more overseas? Why are you surprised? Did you not think that this thing was going to trickle over and start to affect y'all bag? You're stupid. Ridiculous. J-Boog met up with Fizz, and J-Boog was just trying to explain to him how this whole thing with Apryl is messing up the bag, and we should really go on tour. And Fizz was just like, well, I'm supposed to be his brother, and all he can care about is his money and not his brother's happiness. I'm starting to think that J-Boog is not my friend either. Y'all said, y'all, child. I'm about tired of talking about Fizz and Apryl. I really am. In any normal situation, I would wish them the best. And I guess there's a part of me that do wish them the best, because I think that everybody deserves love and should have, that kind of love. But that love there is just rooted in something that is not, it's just something just very not real about it. It is. But we're gonna move on. Zell had another scene with Paris. It was boxing. J-Boog came in. Like I said, he talked to Fizz about the whole thing, and y'all said y'all. By the way, is it true? They said we're gonna find out at the reunion that J-Boog allegedly slept with Omarion's mother. Hot mess. The hottest of messes. I think I talked about that on my last review, though. But anyway. Let me see. Fizz is trying to rap again. Mr. Ray met up with Apple Watts, Brittany B, and Trish again. And he revealed some new tea that apparently Lyrica got a new man. And, there you go. And A1, she's friends with Apple. She's friends with A1 and Lyrica, and she wanted to go to Mr. Ray to try and talk it out with them and stuff. So A1 ended up showing up. As soon as Mr. Ray came in, he threw a drink in A1's face. Whoo, child. Now that right there, I probably would have ate Mr. Ray up. I would have, this whole neck area, I would have swelled it up even more, child. I would have gave him all, child, please. But A1 took that. He realized that he kind of took a cheap shot at Mr. Ray, and that he kind of deserved that. They started sitting down talking. Mr. Ray, he was just like, yeah, I felt some kind of way that you put your hands on me, because last season when the whole thing happened between him and Zell, A1 was the first one to went to go and check on him, and he was. So I'm sure that really hurt Mr. Ray's feelings when that turned around and it happened. And A1 was just like, look, it's just when it comes to Ocean, I lose it. As any parent would lose it, about their kids. But like I said, if you gonna lose it on Mr. Ray, you gotta lose it on them other people too. A1, and you know you don't have that same energy for everybody else. But like I said, because Mr. Ray is an easy target, let's beat up on him. You know. But Mr. Ray, stop running your mouth. Stop writing checks your ass can't cash. It works both ways, sir. Shut your mouth up. If you know you're not a fighter, shut up. Stop spreading rumors and lies. But if that was the case, you would not be on the show. So hey, Mr. Ray ended up telling A1 about Apryl's alleged escapades. He was just like, you know what? I probably drove her to do that if it is true. They ended up apologizing to each other and shook it out. And you know, I really, I definitely appreciated seeing that. Not because I'm on anybody's side or anything, but when a straight man and a gay man are can relate and are friends and stuff, it's a real thing. There's this real love and friendship there, because you know normally you would not think that they could have a successful friendship. You know, it's just two different thinking type of people. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to just love, and we're all people, and you know, that's it. Just care about the person, care about the people, and I'm happy to say that I have that as well in my life. Where all of us are so different. And from straight to gay to bi, it's just everything in between. And you know, I love that we all, you know, it's just love. We all just like each other, just as people. We're all, you know, I love that. I love my friends. I really do. Okay. Let me see. That was it. I don't think it's anything else to talk about in this review. I think it has 2 more episodes, a little bit about Hollywood, and then the reunion, which is going to be a hot mess. And then after that, Love and Hip Hop New York, child. Oh, God. With that said, I am Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google+. Follow me at @IsHeSWord on Instagram and Twitter. At @IsHeSWord89 on Snapchat. Chess King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. I'm back. Got some catching up to do. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.